Hey guys, today we are actually going to be installing a Cobb high flow air filter on my brand new Focus RS that I bought a couple months ago during the summer. You guys haven't seen this car yet, but I'm sure this video will come out after the reveal of this car. It's not in the greatest condition, paint wise, but I bought it solely for the car itself because this car is amazing so far. Today we're going to be installing the Cobb high flow air filter along with a boost reference adapter kit from TurboSmart. Now, the reason I got the boost reference adapter is because I have a GoFastBits blow-off valve on there right now, and as many of you know, if you have a Focus RS, when you're on the highway or cruising, the blow-off valve just tends to open because it's electronic, and the boost reference adapter will convert it to more of a vacuum style blow-off valve rather than the electronic one. So it should make it sound a lot better, and it won't have that annoying opening when you're on the freeway or something. I'll have a before and after, and we'll just get right into it because the air filter is very easy. So the first and really only thing we need to do is take out this little bolt right here, this bolt right here, and this bolt down here, if you can see that. It's right under my finger. And then this one back here as well. There is one under the, right there. So that is as simple as it gets, and then this cover just pops right off. You just slide the air filter out, slide a new one in, and you're good. I'm gonna be using a 1/4" ratchet. You'll need an extension on it just to get to the longer bolt. For being air filter screws, these screws are very, very long, so just be aware of that. Alright, now we should be able to twist them out by hand with just the extension. It's the easiest way, rather than having the ratchet attached the entire time. It's a lot faster. This is a very, very, very simple mod that anyone can do to their Focus RS. I wouldn't even consider these bolts. They're more like just really just a hex head on a screw, basically, is what it is. Let me get that one out. Make sure you don't drop them. That would not be good. I'm just going to place them up here in the cowl. Got that loose with a screwdriver. And now, there's your filter. Simple as that. Cobb does make an entire air filter air intake kit. I believe it's in carbon fiber, which is very expensive, and I didn't want to offer that. But many companies make an entire intake for this car. But I'm just going to start off with the air filter and see where that gets me. Right now, I have a catalyst downpipe and just the blow-off valve. So this will be pair very good with the catalyst downpipe. So I'm excited. We should just be able to pull this air filter right out of the housing. There's a couple slots down here that the air filter goes into. You just pull that up, and then it slides up out over here. Very simple. No tools required. No, not yet clamps. Look how dirty and disgusting this air filter is. That's crazy. So let's do a comparison. There's a stock one. This is FOMO Co. Stock as it gets. And then we have our Cobb high flow air filter replacement. This Cobb air filter looks like it's pre-oiled, although they don't tell you if it is or not. And then it has an open end, so when it's in the box, the end of the air filter is actually exposed, which gives you a lot more sound. And also it's just a lot higher flow in general because of the less restrictive material that is in it. Now, to put this in, literally the same process as taking it out, but we should clean that first. That's about as good as I can clean it without having a vacuum in here. So, I mean, I got most of the big chunks out. Wish I had a vacuum in here so I can clean it more. But, so, when we install the filter, I'm a very attention to detail person, so I'm going to put the Cobb logo straight up. I'm going to put it so you can see it when the housing is on. It's not hidden, so I'm going to put it just like this so you can read it when it's you know, slide it into the ducting first, and then it should just slide right down, which it did. So that was very easy actually. Then just take the cover, put it back on, bolt it, and then you're good to go. I'm not going to show that, that's pretty self-explanatory. I am going to clean this, so it'll be clean when I put it back on. Next, we're going to be installing a boost reference adapter. So first thing we need to do is take this engine cover off. It's just held on by push pins, so you just have to yank it up very firmly in all four corners, and it'll come right up. Oh boy, alright, so that was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I finally got this the stock PCV hose off that connects to the throttle body. That was a pain because there's not much room to work here. It's way different than Mustang, and I'm using Turbo Smart's instructions on their website, and they have it on the Mustang. So Focus RS, a lot harder. But you can see down there I have my boost reference adapter installed onto the stock port for the PCV valve. Now what you do is you cut this off, you cut it off and you put it on one of the nipples, and then you use the other hose and connect it to another port somewhere. I don't know where that would be, but I'll figure it out and I'll get back to you guys. As you can see, we've got my PCV valve all hooked back up to the boost reference adapter. We used that supplied 1/4 inch hose. No clamp here, doesn't need it, it's barbed. And then you just hook it back up to the factory. You undo the hose on the factory PCV right at the check valve. So we don't even use that anymore, which is good. And then we have one more nipple open, as you can tell. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to come up here. There's a vacuum hose that ran from this nipple to this nipple under this intake, which you need to take off. And then what we're going to do is cap this with one of these guys. And then we're going to run the vacuum hose from this nipple all the way down to that nipple. Alright, now as you can see, I have this line ran, that's clamped. I have it run under these, and I have it running through the middle of the intake manifold. Cut a little bit off. I cut about 3 inches off a 2-foot line, and it can go perfectly right onto our nipple right here. So let's get that hooked up, and then we can see if it worked or not. It'll be all done after that. With everything on, this is what it looks like. I have that little nipple on right there. How to use a regular hose clamp. Got that on right there. Come down, it's all the way down. That down there. It's all hooked up. Let's see how it runs. That's going to do it for this video. That was a very tedious install on the boost reference adapter part of things, but the air filter was super easy. Boost reference adapter you really don't need unless you have a blow-off valve like mine. I'm excited to do more mods on my RS and introduce it to the channel even more with a nice cinematic. That's all I have for today. See you later.